Okay, so again, this is a double page spread. It's a combination of an image and text, but this one, different to the Twilight one, is more of a 50-50 split. Half of the page is taken up by the image, half by the article and the text. Some would say this is more factual than the one about Twilight. So obviously something easy to see about this is the 3 columns. Like I said, there's 3 of them, standard format for articles, with images and quotes in larger or bold font. The reason it's set out in 3, in a grid format, is not only to make it easier to read, but it also conforms to the conventions of reviews. So you see a lot in papers, like I said, other magazines, stuff like that. So, one of the main points of this page is the feature header screen. So it's in a very big, clear black font, so white on black, easy to read. And the reason that it's on this very big font is that for people that just pick up a magazine and flick through it, just looking at page to page, boom, there's screen, they get to that page and it stands out at them. So it actually makes the reader stop and see what's under the word screen, because of the way it is so large on the page. Okay, so the feature header also relates to the article, and this article is about films that are upcoming, films that are being produced, and films that everyone will have heard of. Pirates of the Caribbean, I can't think of many people that wouldn't have heard it. It's a very famous film, many films brought out, very popular whenever a new one comes out. It's got absolutely huge records when it comes to the income on the opening weekend, stuff like that. And by having this big screen and just below it, obviously past the new movies in order of merit, it says Pirates of the Caribbean. Your eyes just drawn to it. There's no other way to put it. And it makes you, knowing it's Pirates of the Caribbean, want to carry on reading. I know I certainly would. Okay, so the next part of this review is about the main image of the whole page. It is a screenshot from the film. There's no effects been put on it. It is purely a screenshot from the film. And I think it's been put there to showcase mainly Johnny Depp. He's a very famous and talented actor. A lot of people will have heard of him and seen the original Pirates of the Caribbean. It's most likely people reading this have seen the previous 2, and knowing Johnny Depp is still involved in playing Captain Jack Sparrow plays on a sense of customer loyalty. So my meaning of this is people have seen the first 2 films and loved them. As soon as another Pirates of the Caribbean film, they see Johnny Depp, they see Captain Jack Sparrow as he is in the film, and they want to see it. They're very loyal to the films in which they enjoy. And as anybody is, if there's a magazine you enjoy reading, such as Empire magazine, something like that, then you naturally want to read it when there's a new one out. And if there's an image on the front which you find interesting, or from films that you like, you want to read it. So the picture here makes people want to see the film, read the article, which is all pretty much what these entire articles are about. Okay, so the next thing to talk about is the colour palette of this magazine. So if you look at the image, you've got the black of their coats on the white. This maybe connotes some kind of battle between good and bad, being light and dark, very typical connotation of it. The red of his bandana connoting danger, passion, anger. Again, can be said about what's going to be in this film. On the left, you'll see the colour of the logo of the diagram. There's certain pieces of font and writing picked out in red to draw the eye to it. The reason there's different colours is because the designer of this magazine wants you to read that certain part. If you didn't, it wouldn't be in a certain colour. So by using brighter colours different to the rest, it's a very good way to showcase the article to make people read what you want to read, and that again is something I want to include in mine. Okay, so this is the end of the second video, so we got one more to go. which is on one of these Spider-Man film I have found. And again, I'll be talking like that as I have in these two. So yeah, I will see you in the next one.